Hello. This is a suggestion video, and it's correlating to that of how more how do I word this? How information should be more linked to your name, such as like if you that of the information that of like your story, in the sense of like if you get taken to the hospital by an ambulance, you should be able to call the police or go to one place, talk to one person that says, this is the person that, these are the people that were in that event that did this and this and this. This is their information. This is their ID numbers. Instead of having to call and sit on the phone with multiple times asking everybody to look up the information. Yes, there's the point where they don't have the level or the status to be able to look at that information. It's just when the person has that level and that status to look at that information at the highest degree, to be able to look at all the information, that person should be able to tell you that that ambulance person did this, that it was this person, even if it's not the ambulance people, even if it's like the police, or even if it's somebody else. You should be able to link it more efficiently, in a sense. Because like, if you get stopped by the cops or whatnot, and you're in the vehicle and they give you a verbal warning, and then they have a tag ID that when they look up your information, if they didn't look up your information though, then they don't, or if they don't give you, if they give you a verbal warning, then you don't get a traffic stop ID. You just get I'm not sure the name of it, but you get a tag ID for that person that looked up your name. That tag ID is like the name of the event and the time and the place and stuff like that. It should be more easily found, linked together than it is. Because what happens is, if you call them and you don't know the badge number or certain information, it takes longer to find out, to go to other places to find out the information. From my understanding, the reason why it's like that is because it's organized a certain way, and so the information's categorized in a certain way, and it's not necessarily linked together. Now, there are some complications and challenges with that to get it more from the beginning of it, for the seamlessness of it. It's just, overall, I'm not suggesting throw everything away and start over again and recreate the wheel. I'm suggesting just something like a spider, in technological terms, is that of where the spider is able to connect the dots. So something that's able to connect all the dots in all of the categorized information. So all you got to do is ask for the highest level of whoever it is that has that level and that status to be able to tell you all the information. That's just pretty much my suggestion, because when it comes down to it, since it's not like that, and it could be years in the past of something that happened, and you want to review it, or you found something and you finally got to the point of being informed enough and educated enough and of what happened, or being able to process it in a certain way, you have to then ask for the get reported or whatnot, put into that kind of a thing. And it's just that whoever is researching it has to do so much time and effort and energy into finding out that exact incident and all that kind of stuff. So the chances of that being found, in a sense, is kind of relatively lower than it would be if everything was just seamlessly connected by something that connected all the dots of already upon all the stuff that's already categorized and organized upon itself. Because there's a point where you can be too organized and it's just whoa, so you need to simplify it. Yet in the same sense, when you have to have the system that's already in play so that everything else can still be categorized, you can't end it. You have to keep going with it. So that's why I suggest having something where it's just a whole new perspective of it, where it connects all the dots. That's pretty much my suggestion in being able to be able to go to one place or one person and say your name, and they're able to look at all the information. And in another way of saying it too, the whole conspiracy of Big Brother, or what it is, the fear of that might be one reason why the way this information is compiled and you have to go to all those different people could be the reasoning of it. It's just at the same time, there's a point where, when are we going to stop having that excuse of the Big Brother because we're in fear of those that misuse the information? When are we going to get to the point where we don't have that fear, where we live in a society that people don't feel the need to do those things to us or use our information in that way,